There are places on this planet that force you to rub your eyes and look twice. Places where geology, atmosphere, and spirituality collide to create something that feels less like a travel destination and more like a scene from a fantasy novel. China is a land of dramatic contrasts, from stone forests that pierce the clouds to holy islands floating in the sea. Today, we are embarking on a journey across the map, from the tropical mists of the south to the frozen frontiers of the west. We will climb stairways to the heavens, walk the shores of sacred lakes, and stand before mountains that have been worshipped for thousands of years. These are not just tourist spots. They are nature's greatest masterpieces. Let's explore 5 of the most breathtaking locations in China. We begin our journey in the humid, mystical mountains of Hunan Province. If you have ever dreamed of flying on the back of a dragon through floating mountains, Wulingyuan is the closest you will ever get to that reality. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a geological anomaly, a sprawling forest, not of trees, but of stone. Over 3,000 quartzite sandstone pillars rise abruptly from the ground, some towering nearly 400 meters high. It is a landscape born from millions of years of physical erosion, where water and ice have carved away the soft rock, leaving behind these resilient, jagged obelisks. The vegetation here is tenacious. Pine trees cling to the sides of the vertical cliffs, their roots gripping the rock like eagle talons. When the heavy subtropical humidity rolls in, a thick layer of white fog settles at the base of the pillars. The result is an optical illusion where the summits appear to be floating islands, untethered from the earth. This otherworldly aesthetic famously served as the visual inspiration for the planet Pandora in the movie Avatar. But unlike the movie, the danger and beauty here are tangible. You can ride the Beilong elevator, a glass-walled engineering marvel built into the side of a cliff, which shoots you up the height of a skyscraper in under 2 minutes. At the top, looking out over the sea of stone peaks, the silence is profound. It is a place that makes you feel incredibly small, a reminder of the sheer power of time and nature. From the Forest of Pillars, we travel to a singular, solitary miracle in Guizhou Province, Fanjingshan, or Mount Fanjing. While other mountains are part of vast ranges, Fanjingshan feels like a lonely sentinel. It is the highest peak of the Wuling Mountains, but it is famous for its bizarre shape. The summit looks like a giant mushroom or a thumb pressing against the sky, a remnant of metamorphic rock that refused to crumble while the world around it eroded away. But what makes Fanjingshan truly mind-bending is not just the rock, it is what humans built on top of it. Perched precariously on the Red Cloud's golden summit are 2 ancient Buddhist temples, the Temple of the Buddha and the Temple of Maitreya. The summit is split in two by a deep, terrifying gorge, and the only way to get from one temple to the other is by crossing a short, narrow stone bridge suspended over the abyss. To reach this sanctuary, pilgrims and travelers must conquer over 8,000 steps. It is a vertical pilgrimage that burns the legs but cleanses the spirit. As you ascend, you move through different ecological zones, often passing through the cloud layer itself. On a clear day, the view is 360 degrees of untouched wilderness. On a cloudy day, you feel as though you are standing on an island in the sky, completely cut off from the mortal world below. It is a place of balance, physical balance required to walk the ridges, and spiritual balance sought by the monks who have prayed here for centuries. We now leave the green heart of China and head far to the northwest, to the vast, rugged frontier of Xinjiang. Here lies a mountain range so massive it divides continents, the Tianshan, or Celestial Mountains. This is not just a single peak. It is a wall of ice and rock that stretches for 2,500 kilometers, acting as the spine of Central Asia. The scale here is impossible to comprehend from a photograph. The crown jewel of this range is the heavenly lake of Tianshan, Tianchi. Sitting at 2,000 meters above sea level, the lake is a mirror of deep, piercing blue, reflecting the snow-capped Bogda Peak that looms in the distance. The contrast is startling. In the summer, the lower slopes are carpeted in lush, emerald grasslands, dotted with the white yurts of Kazakh nomads and herds of grazing horses. Yet, look up, and you are met with glaciers and eternal winter. This region breathes history. For thousands of years, the Tianshan Range watched over the caravans of the Silk Road. It was a beacon for weary travelers crossing the Taklamakan Desert. Standing here, the air is crisp and cold, smelling of pine and snow. It feels wilder, more untamed than the mountains of the east. It is a place where the earth feels vast, and humanity feels fleeting. Whether you are hiking the spruce forests or gazing at the reflection of the glaciers in the sapphire water, Tianshan demands your respect. Deep in the Tibetan plateau of western Sichuan lies a place that remained hidden from the outside world for centuries, Yading. Often called the last Shangri-La, Yading is a sanctuary of pure, unadulterated beauty. It is home to 3 holy snow mountains, sanctified by the 5th Dalai Lama, representing the 3 bodhisattvas, mercy, wisdom, and power. The centerpiece is Mount Chenrezig, the highest of the trio, rising to 6,032 meters. Its peak resembles a giant white pyramid or a throne of the gods, piercing the blue Tibetan sky. But the mountains are only half the story. Nestled in the valleys below are glacial lakes with colors that defy logic. The Milk Lake is a pool of turquoise water surrounded by a white mineral border, looking like a gemstone dropped in the snow. Nearby, the 5-color lake shifts hues from indigo to green, depending on the sunlight. The journey here is not easy. The altitude is punishing, and the air is thin. Every step is a struggle, but that is part of the allure. The isolation has preserved Yading's pristine condition. Walking through the golden meadows in autumn, with the white peaks towering above and the prayer flags fluttering in the wind, you feel a deep, resonating peace. It is a landscape that feels sacred, regardless of your religious beliefs. It is nature in its most raw, majestic form. For our final destination, we descend from the high altitudes to the edge of the East China Sea. Just off the coast of Zhejiang province lies Putuoshan, an island that serves as one of the 4 sacred mountains of Chinese Buddhism. But unlike the jagged peaks we have seen, Putuoshan is a place of gentle waves, golden beaches, and purple bamboo forests. This island is dedicated to Guanyin, the Bodhisattva of compassion. The atmosphere here is entirely different from the harsh grandeur of the Himalayas. It is soft, serene, and melodic. The sound of the ocean crashing against the rocks blends with the chanting of monks and the ringing of temple bells. Standing tall on the southern edge of the island is the colossal 33-meter statue of the Nanhai Guanyin, glowing in gold and copper, looking out over the ocean to protect travelers and sailors. Putuoshan is not about conquering a summit. It is about finding an inner quiet. You can walk through ancient camphor trees, visit the Puji Temple with its lotus-filled ponds, or simply sit by the shore and watch the tide come in. It is said that even the storms calm down when they reach these shores. In a world that is constantly rushing, Putuoshan is a sanctuary where time slows down, offering a spiritual exhale at the end of our journey. From the gravity-defying pillars of Wulingyuan to the quiet shores of Putuoshan, these 5 locations showcase the incredible diversity of China's landscape. We have seen nature as an architect, a fortress, a mirror, and a temple. Each of these places offers more than just a view. They offer a feeling, a sense of wonder that stays with you long after you have returned home. The world is full of magic, hidden in the mountains and islands, waiting for us to find it. These landscapes are proof that sometimes reality is far more beautiful than any dream. Which of these 5 landscapes called to you the most? Are you drawn to the snowy isolation of Tianshan or the tropical mystery of Wulingyuan? Tell me your choice in the comments below. And if you want to continue exploring the most beautiful and mysterious corners of our planet with us, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have so many more adventures to share. Thank you for watching, and safe travels.